Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. Today is Saturday, July 9th, 2022. This is the end of week number 27, and I'm going to create a video on a couple things. We're going to cover the options trading using 234 method, and I'm going to show you how much money we made with that. Then I'm going to show you sort of everything else I'm doing with options and how much I made with that for the year to date total. So let's get right to it. This week's market did close slightly down. You can see this here. NASDAQ is up, and I believe it's 5 days in a row. However, if you look at the week, this is a positive week for S&P and Dow. It started from last Friday. Remember, last Friday was a positive green day. Monday was July 4th, so trading was off. But this week was mostly green. So before we go to the options data, if you're on Facebook, join me in Facebook group Investing 102. If you look here, I do post a lot of my options trade within literally 5 minutes or an hour of the trade. And then if there's a trade that I do at the end of the trading day, you see this, I actually update it and say, hey, market is closing in 30 minutes. I did more trades, and you'll see that. I do this literally every day. I put a trade on. All my trades are there. That means I'm showing my trade as I do them. I don't know if they're winners or losers until the time happens. So you see this? I pushed this teledocs out to August 26th. I don't know what's going to happen, but I post my trade so you can see what I'm doing. Let's get straight to the data. I just loaded up E-Trade, and here you see under the transactions, I copied this transaction data into my pivot table. And here you go, I pasted it in. And in this video, I'm actually going to cover 2 weeks of data. I need to cover week number 26 because I did not copy that in. And then week number 27. So here you go, I pasted it in. Again, all these transactions come from E-Trade. They provide me with the date, the type, the description, and the value. I add a few extra data points so I can pivot on it. So I already did that. I number my trades. I add in some of these things to help me compute the value. And then I add in a 234 method. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the 234. So really the first thing you want to do is put a filter on SPY. And you see I do a lot of trades on SPY. And then one more filter. I'm going to show you the 234 first. Because that's really what I'm trying to explain to you guys. How can I make money in the 234? 234 means I'm always putting on either 2 contracts, 3 contracts, or 4 contracts. Add it all up, no more than 9 contracts. I go 10 wide, so that's $9,000 of maximum risk. And then how much do you make? So I'll show you this real quick. If you look at last week, $247. This week using the 234, all I made was $13. Now you're saying, how can you make a living doing that? I'm going to show you. So this is from the beginning of the year. You see that? Trade number 8, trade number 40, 41. If you sum all this up, I'm up to trade number 460 or so. 640. You see I made $3,100. And we'll show you what that means. If you make $3,100, whoops, I did it in the wrong field. Divided by 9,000. So it shows you that my running P&L is at 34% return. Year's not over. We're just halfway through. I can continue running up and maybe end at 50% return, or something bad happens, and if I don't pay attention to a trade and I start losing a lot of money, I can end the year with a plus 10% or something like that, which means I'll lose another 24%. So we'll see what happens. So this is why I trade options. I can make money regardless of what happens in the market. And you see, some weeks I do a lot of trades, some weeks I don't. And that's really why I trade options. It is a hedge to my other portfolio, just like a dividend's a hedge. Options make me money when markets are flat or down. We're going to go over here. We're going to hit the refresh button. And then the other thing I need to do is bring in the extra month. You see this? That's the only thing I don't like about pivot tables. There you go. You bring in a new month and the new data comes in. And let's just fix this real quick. put in the week number 26 and 27, and everything looks good there. Hit the save button, and then there's another pivot table that I gotta do. It's over here. I gotta make sure I add the month in. Same thing, I gotta bring in a new quarter. So now we're at a new quarter now. And once I fix the filters here, you see I had to fix the month, and then I hit refresh. Now everything looks like it's working. So you can see the value, and really my profit is not that much, but in July, in Q3, if you look at it, there's only 1 week of data. So I'm up 900 bucks. The other thing that changed is last month was a great month. Remember, the markets were mostly down. The last 10 or 11 or 12 weeks were mostly down. So if you see something, what's interesting is I'm making money even in a down market. And then obviously this week was a green week, so it's a little bit easier to make money. So the data is showing that. So let's just fix one more thing. Let's copy this. I always go back here. We'll fix this soon. And after spending a couple minutes fixing this, here you go, week 27, I did 14 trades. Not a lot of trades. I'm up to 640 for the year. Last week I did 26 trades, 626 is my running total. But you can see my P&L. So I filled it in, double checked it. The averages are starting to pick up. It's going now towards $20 per trade. This is what you want to see. If you can make a constant profit, then it's not that I'm over trading. See, if you're over trading and only making $1 or $2 and you're bringing your average down, that's a bad thing. So I'm not trading just for volume's sake. I'm trading because I'm actually making more money. And the good thing is statistics will show you that. You see how there's not enough trades here, but you can see it's going up and down. And in here you see the constant pattern. It's definitely trending upward. So let's go into the details of some of the trades that I did this week. I put a filter on Teledocs. And the reason why is in week number 27, I want to show you what I did. Here's Teledocs. If you just put a filter on, I made $129 trading the same cover call. So I only have 100 shares. And in 1 week, I traded it 3 times. And I did a Facebook post on this. So basically, I did a cover call. Then I rolled it up and out. And then I rolled it up and out again. So that's a lot of money. Making $100 on a $3,400 investment is a lot of money. But what's even better is if you look at how much money I made, not just in 1 week, if you look 2 weeks, that will put me here, $180. And then if you scroll back out a little bit longer, I bought this in April. So let's just scroll back here. Look at this. I bought this in April. So if you exclude this number here where I wrote the buy right, this is the amount of money I collected in options premium only. So let's not worry about the price that I paid for it. Teledocs is trading at over $40 a share. I made $420 just in options trading. So this is why I tell people, if you understand options, why wouldn't you want to trade it? Let's put a filter on BAC, which is Bank of America. You can see Bank of America is not really a huge premium that I made. If you scroll to the beginning of the year, it's not a lot. It's $85, but you gotta minus the dividend from that. And if you minus the dividend, I barely made $10 or $15 in the options premium. Now, it was in the money, cover calls. Now it's out of the money. So in Bank of America, I'm actually going to start making money going forward on these cover calls. Let's look at another ticker. I put a filter on AMD. We all know that I did the same thing with AMD. So for this week alone, I did 2 moves because I have 200 shares. I made $44 this week in AMD. Last week, if you scroll to this one here, week number 26, I rolled down every time. Made an extra $22. And again, they don't look like much, but when you start adding it up, let me show you. The last 2 weeks is $67 in option premium. And in the third week here, now we're at 97. But let's just scroll to the beginning here. Let's just do something like this. $240 in option premium with AMD. Again, regardless if AMD was moving up or down, sure, I lost money on the underlying, but my cost basis is in this. I think it's like $78. But remember, whether it's under or over, it doesn't really matter. What I'm trying to show you is options add an extra element. It's like an extra dividend. And if you do it right, one day AMD may be trading at 120 or 140 or $150 a share, or it may stay at, let's say, $80 or $90 for a long time. I'm still going to try to make money on options with the hopes that eventually AMD shares will eventually move back up. So let's put another filter on EA, which is Electronic Arts. You can see I did one trade last week, not a big premium, 20 bucks or 21 bucks. But again, if you scroll back, you can see I've been doing the same strategy on EA. EA is actually a fairly consistent stock where I can roll up and down over time. So it's not too hard for me to play. Again, I only have one contract on EA. It's not a lot of money if you look at the last 10 weeks, $182. But again, it's these little trades that I do consistently throughout the year where I'm constantly trying to make more premium. This is what I've been doing. Hey, follow along. Comment below if you like what I'm doing. If you don't understand all this, you may have to watch some of the older videos. A lot of this stuff just builds on all my other trades that I post. With that being said, hey guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys are making money just like I am. If you learn this stuff, you're going to really appreciate how options can be a great addition or a new tool to your trading abilities, so that you can really structure a portfolio that will win regardless of what's happening in the market. So thanks again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and as always, let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time. Have a profitable day. Bye-bye.